My beloved child, a verdict was issued in the courts of heaven concerning the miracle you have been waiting for, the breakthrough you have been praying about, the blessing you have been crying out for in the quiet hours when no one else could hear your voice. It has been decreed. The windows of heaven have been commanded to open over your life. The storehouses of my provision have been unlocked. The miracle that seemed impossible, the answer that felt too far away, it is on its way to you right now. Not because you finally became perfect enough to deserve it, not because you finally figured out the right formula or said the right prayer, but because I love you, because I chose you, because my timing is perfect and this is your season. I have watched you walk through months where you felt like you were barely surviving. I saw you get up every single day, even when your heart was heavy and your mind was filled with questions you did not know how to answer. I saw you push forward even when the weight of your responsibilities felt like it was crushing you. I saw you smile at people even when you were breaking inside. I saw you pray even when you felt like your prayers were hitting the ceiling and bouncing back. I saw you keep believing even when everything around you seemed to contradict what I promised you. And every single one of those moments mattered. Every step you took in faith, every tear you cried in secret, every time you chose to trust me even when you could not see the way forward, it was all being recorded in heaven. It was all adding up to this moment. You need to understand something about how I work. I do not move according to your timeline. I do not answer according to your schedule. I move according to perfect wisdom that sees everything you cannot see. I see the enemies that were positioned in your path 3 months from now, waiting to destroy what I was about to give you, and I removed them before you even knew they were there. I see the person you needed to become before you could handle what I was preparing for you, and I took you through a process that transformed you from the inside out. I see the relationships that needed to shift, the mindsets that needed to change, the strongholds that needed to be broken, and I orchestrated everything with precision that would take your breath away if you could see it from my perspective. So when I tell you that your miracle is coming, I am not speaking as someone who is guessing or hoping. I am speaking as the God who holds time itself in my hands. I am speaking as the one who has already seen your future and knows exactly what is waiting for you on the other side of this season. The provision that is about to flood into your life is not just enough to get you through another month. It is overflow. It is abundance. It is more than you even knew how to ask for, because my plans for you are bigger than the boxes you have tried to fit me into. But I need you to prepare your heart for what is coming, because blessing without preparation becomes a burden. Provision without the right mindset becomes a trap. Miracles without maturity lead people away from me instead of closer to me. So even as I am opening the windows of heaven over you, I am also working in your heart. I am shifting your perspective. I am teaching you how to steward what I am about to release. I am showing you the difference between my blessings and the counterfeit offerings of this world. The world will tell you that blessing is about what you can show off. It is about the car you drive, the house you live in, the title you carry, the number of followers you have, the applause you receive. The world measures success by how many people know your name and admire your achievements. But that is not my kingdom. That is not how I measure what matters. In my kingdom, the greatest among you is the servant. The most blessed is the one who blesses others. The most influential is the one who walks in such humility that people encounter me when they encounter you, not because you are trying to impress them, but because my presence radiates through your life. I am about to bless you in ways that will shock you. But I am not doing it so you can post about it on social media and collect likes from strangers. I am not doing it so you can finally prove to everyone who doubted you that you were right all along. I am not doing it so you can build a platform and call yourself a leader and gather a crowd of admirers who treat you like you are something special. I am doing it because I have plans to use you as a conduit of blessing to others. I am doing it because there are people in your path who desperately need what I am about to put in your hands. I am doing it because your family needs to see what happens when someone trusts me completely and walks in obedience to my voice. So guard your heart as this miracle unfolds. Guard it against pride. Guard it against the temptation to take credit for what only I could do. Guard it against the desire to be seen and praised and celebrated. When the blessing comes, and it is coming, let your first response be gratitude. Let your second response be generosity. Let your lifestyle be one of humility and service. Because the moment you start acting like you deserved it, the moment you start treating people differently because of what I gave you, the moment you start seeking glory for yourself instead of pointing everything back to me, you step out of the flow of my favor and into dangerous territory. I have seen it happen too many times. I have watched people I blessed turn around and use my blessings to build their own kingdoms instead of mine. I have seen them start loving the gifts more than they love the giver. I have seen them trade authentic relationship with me for the cheap applause of crowds who do not even know their real name. And it breaks my heart every single time. So I am warning you now, before the breakthrough comes, before the miracle manifests, before the provision floods in. Stay close to me. Stay humble. Stay hidden in me, even when the blessings become visible. You have a specific assignment on your life, a mission that I wrote into your heart before you were even born, dreams that I planted in your spirit that are uniquely yours, designed perfectly for who I created you to be. But do not run ahead of me trying to make those dreams happen in your own strength and your own timing. Do not look at what someone else is doing and try to copy their path. Do not get jealous of someone else's success and start scheming about how to get what they have. I have a completely different plan for you, a map drawn specifically for your journey. Treasures hidden along a path that only you are meant to walk. Gifts and blessings with your name on them that will not work for anyone else. But you have to walk with me to find them. You have to stay in my presence to receive the instructions. You have to consult me before you make decisions, before you say yes to opportunities, before you partner with people, before you invest your time and energy and resources. Because I see what you cannot see. I know who can be trusted and who is only pretending. I know which door leads to breakthrough and which door leads to a dead end that will waste years of your life. I know when to say yes and when to say no, and when to say wait. And if you will learn to listen to my voice and follow my leading, I will guide you into everything I have prepared for you without you having to stumble through painful mistakes that could have been avoided. This is what I mean when I say I want you to seek my face and not just my hand. Yes, I am your provider. Yes, I have miracles with your name on them. Yes, I am about to open doors that have been locked for years. But more than anything, I want relationship with you. I want you to know my heart, not just my blessings. I want you to trust my character, not just celebrate my power. I want you to fall in love with who I am, not just what I can do for you. Because when you know me, really know me, everything changes. Your prayers change, your priorities change, your definition of success changes. You stop chasing things that do not matter and start pursuing the things that echo into eternity. In the Bible, there was a man named David. He was a shepherd, the youngest son in his family, overlooked and underestimated by everyone around him. But I saw his heart. I saw his worship. I saw the way he talked to me when he was alone in the fields with the sheep. And I chose him to be king, not because he was the biggest or the strongest or the most impressive, but because his heart was fully devoted to me. And even though I anointed him as king, he did not step into that role immediately. He went through years of waiting, years of being hunted by a jealous king who wanted him dead, years of hiding in caves and wondering if my promise would ever come to pass. But he kept worshiping. He kept trusting. He kept choosing me even when nothing made sense. And at the perfect time, I elevated him into everything I promised. I am telling you this because I need you to understand that the delay you have experienced is not denial. The waiting season you have walked through is not wasted time. It was preparation. It was pruning. It was the process of getting you ready for what you could not have handled before. And now, the season is shifting. The miracle is on the move. The breakthrough is breaking through. But you have to keep the same heart you had in the wilderness, the same devotion, the same trust, the same humility. Do not let the blessing change who you are. Let it reveal who you have become through the process of waiting for it. I know you have been through battles that almost broke you. I know there were nights when you cried yourself to sleep because the pain was so intense you did not know how you were going to survive it. I know there were betrayals that cut so deep you thought you would never recover. I know there were losses that left holes in your heart that felt like they could never be filled. But I was there in every single one of those moments. I collected every tear. I heard every prayer. I felt every ache. And I was working even when you could not see it. I was turning your pain into purpose. I was transforming your wounds into wisdom. I was taking what the enemy meant for evil and repositioning it for good. Those people who walked away from you, they were supposed to leave. I know it hurt. I know you wanted them to stay. I know you prayed for restoration and it never came. But I saw what you could not see. I saw the toxicity that was poisoning your peace. I saw the manipulation that was controlling your decisions. I saw the jealousy that was masked as friendship. I saw the agenda that was hidden behind the smiles. And I loved you too much to let them keep draining you. So I moved them out of your life. Not to punish you, but to protect you. Not because you were not good enough, but because they were not good for you. And I need you to stop crying over people who were never meant to stay. Stop holding a place in your heart for people who showed you exactly who they were. Stop waiting for apologies from people who do not even think they did anything wrong. Let them go. Bless them from a distance if you must, but do not give them access to your heart again. Do not let loneliness trick you into reopening doors I closed for your protection. Do not let nostalgia make you forget the pain they caused, because I have something better for you. I have people coming into your life who will actually value you, people who will celebrate you without feeling threatened by you, people who will pray for you instead of gossip about you, people who will be honest with you because they love you, not because they want to hurt you. But you have to make room for them by releasing the people who already proved they did not deserve the space they occupied. I'm doing a new thing in your life. Old chapters are closing. Old cycles are breaking. Old patterns are being destroyed. I am clearing out everything that does not belong in this next season. Every relationship that was draining you. Every habit that was holding you back. Every mindset that was keeping you stuck. Every fear that was paralyzing you. I am removing it all to make room for the new, for the miracle, for the breakthrough, for the blessing, for the promotion, for the restoration, for the overflow. But you have a part to play in this. You cannot hold on to the old and expect to receive the new. You cannot keep replaying the past and step into the future. You cannot keep rehearsing the pain and expect to walk in peace. You have to make a decision, a conscious, intentional, daily decision to let go of what is behind you and reach forward to what is ahead. Every morning when you wake up, you have to choose faith over fear. You have to choose gratitude over bitterness. You have to choose my promises over your problems. You have to choose to believe that I am working all things together for your good even when you cannot see how. This is what faith looks like. It is not a feeling. It is not an emotion that comes and goes based on your circumstances. It is a decision, a commitment, a choice to trust me no matter what. And I am telling you right now, your faith is about to be rewarded. Everything you have been believing for, everything you have been standing on my word about, everything you have been declaring even when it seemed impossible, it is about to manifest. The miracle is coming. The breakthrough is happening. The blessing is being released. And when it comes, when you see with your own eyes what I have been doing behind the scenes, you are going to fall to your knees in worship. You are going to weep tears of gratitude. You are going to look back at this season of waiting, and you are going to understand why it had to happen exactly the way it did. You are going to see my fingerprints all over your story. You are going to recognize my protection in the doors that did not open, and my provision in the doors that did. You are going to praise me not just for what I gave you, but for what I saved you from. And you are going to spend the rest of your life telling everyone who will listen about my faithfulness. I see your family. I see the burden you carry for them. I see the prayers you pray over them every single day. I see the way you worry about them when they make decisions that concern you. I see the way your heart breaks when you watch them struggle. I know you want to fix everything for them. I know you want to protect them from every harm and shield them from every danger and solve every problem before it even touches them. But you cannot be their savior. That is my job. What you can be is an example, a light, a demonstration of what it looks like to walk with me in faith. Your family is watching you more closely than you realize. They see how you respond to pressure. They notice how you handle disappointment. They watch what you do when life does not go the way you planned. And when they see you choose faith over fear, when they see you worship in the waiting, when they see you trust me even when it does not make sense, it does something in their hearts. It plants a seed. It builds a bridge. It creates an opportunity for me to reach them through your example. So keep praying for them. Keep believing for their breakthrough. Keep standing in faith for their salvation and healing and deliverance, but also keep walking in such a way that they cannot deny what I am doing in your life. Let your peace be so deep that it makes them curious. Let your joy be so genuine that it makes them hungry. Let your faith be so real that it makes them wonder what you know that they do not. And when the miracle comes, when the breakthrough manifests in your life, they are going to see it. They are going to know it was me. And it is going to open their hearts to believe that if I did it for you, I can do it for them too. I want to pour out blessing on your entire household. I want to cover your home with my presence. I want to station angels around your property. I want to fill your house with peace and joy and love and laughter. But I need you to lead the way. I need you to be the one who sets the spiritual temperature. I need you to be the one who makes time for worship, who initiates prayer, who speaks my word over the atmosphere, who refuses to let negativity and complaining and gossip take root. Gather your family together, not just when there is a crisis, not just when something goes wrong, but regularly, intentionally. Create a rhythm of coming together to seek my face. Sit around the table and hold hands and pray. Share what I am teaching you. Read my word together. Worship together. Let your home become a sanctuary where my presence is not just welcomed, but prioritized. Because when you do this, when you create a culture of faith in your home, I release a covering over your household that the enemy cannot penetrate. Sickness cannot stay. Poverty cannot linger. Division cannot take root. Addiction cannot maintain its grip. Depression cannot overshadow. Because my presence brings life and light and freedom. And I am telling you, I am releasing a miracle of restoration over your family. Relationships that have been broken for years are about to be healed. Communication that has been strained is about to become sweet again. Hearts that have been hardened are about to soften. Prodigals who have been far from me are about to come home. Miracles that you stopped praying for because you lost hope are about to happen. Watch what I do. Watch how I move. Watch how I bring beauty out of ashes and turn mourning into dancing and restore the years the locusts have eaten. This is my specialty. I take broken things and make them whole. I take dead things and bring them back to life. I take impossible situations and demonstrate that nothing is too hard for me. And I am about to do it in your family. Not because you are perfect, not because you have it all figured out, but because you have been faithful, because you have kept believing, because you have refused to give up on the people I told you to intercede for. And your faithfulness is about to be rewarded. You are entering a season of favor that is going to shock you. Doors that have been locked for years are about to swing wide open. Opportunities that seemed completely out of reach are about to fall into your lap. Provision that you have been struggling and scraping for is about to flow to you effortlessly. People who can help you are about to cross your path at exactly the right time. Ideas and strategies that will solve problems you have been wrestling with are about to drop into your spirit. Everything is about to shift, but I need you to stay humble. I need you to remember where you came from. I need you to remember who brought you through. I need you to remember that every good and perfect gift comes from me. So when people start celebrating you, point them to me. When people start asking how you did it, tell them about me. When people start treating you like you are special, remind them that the only thing special about you is the God you serve. Do not let success make you forget the one who gave it to you. Do not let blessing make you arrogant. Do not let promotion make you proud. Stay close to me. Keep spending time in my presence. Keep reading my word. Keep praying. Keep worshiping. Keep serving. Keep giving. Keep loving. Because the moment you start believing you do not need me anymore is the moment you step out from under my covering and expose yourself to dangers you cannot handle on your own. I am not just your provider. I am your protector. I am your shepherd. I am your shield. I am your strong tower. And you need me just as much in the seasons of blessing as you do in the seasons of lack. I am giving you authority. I am giving you power. I am giving you influence. But these are not toys to play with. These are sacred trusts that come with tremendous responsibility. You are about to have access to resources that could change lives or ruin them depending on how you steward them. You are about to have a platform that could point people to me or lead them astray. You are about to have influence that could build my kingdom or build your own empire. The choice is yours, and I am praying you make the right one. Use what I give you to bless others. Use it to meet needs. Use it to bring hope to the hopeless and healing to the broken. Use it to lift up the lowly and defend the defenseless. Use it to spread the gospel and advance my kingdom. Do not hoard it. Do not hide it. Do not waste it on selfish ambitions and vain pursuits. Let it flow through you like a river. Let generosity become your lifestyle. Let compassion become your reputation. Let people say about you that you are someone who loves like I love and gives like I give and serves like I serve. I know you are tired. I know you have been carrying heavy loads for a long time. I know there are days when you do not feel strong enough to take another step. I know there are nights when you lie awake wondering how you are going to make it through the next week. I know the weight of responsibility you carry. I know the pressure you feel to provide for your family and protect them and lead them well. I know you are doing your best, and sometimes it does not feel like it is enough. But I want you to know something. You are not alone in this. You have never been alone. I have been walking with you every single step of the way, and I am about to lift some of that weight off your shoulders. I am about to bring people into your life who will help carry the load. I am about to provide in ways that take the pressure off. I am about to open doors that make the path easier. I am about to give you rest, not the kind of rest that comes from doing nothing, but the kind of rest that comes from trusting me so completely that you are no longer anxious about anything. The kind of rest that allows you to sleep peacefully at night because you know I am watching over you. The kind of rest that keeps your mind at peace even in the middle of chaos because you know I am in control. Come to me. All of you who are weary and burdened, come to me and I will give you rest. Stop trying to carry everything on your own. Stop acting like you have to be strong enough to handle it all by yourself. Stop pretending like you do not need help. You were never meant to do this alone. You were created for partnership with me, for dependence on me, for relationship with me. And when you finally surrender and let me carry what you were never meant to carry, you are going to experience a level of freedom and peace that you have been longing for your entire life. I love you. I know I keep saying it, but I need you to hear it until it sinks all the way down into the deepest part of your soul. I love you. Not because of what you do for me. Not because of how well you perform. Not because of how many times you get it right. I love you because you are mine. Because I chose you. Because I created you. Because you bear my image. And nothing you could ever do or fail to do will change that. My love for you is not conditional. It is not based on your behavior. It is not something you have to earn or maintain or qualify for. It is a gift, freely given, lavishly poured out, eternally secure. And I need you to stop living like you have to perform to keep my love. Stop living in fear that you are going to mess up so badly that I will reject you. Stop living under the weight of shame and guilt from past mistakes. I already dealt with all of that at the cross. I already paid the price for every sin you have ever committed or ever will commit. I already purchased your freedom. I already secured your place in my family. It is finished. Now I need you to walk in the freedom I died to give you. Stop dragging around chains I already broke. Stop living in a prison I already unlocked. Stop believing lies about yourself that I already declared untrue. You are forgiven. You are redeemed. You are justified. You are sanctified. You are beloved. You are chosen. You are mine, and nothing in all creation can separate you from my love. So lift your head. Straighten your shoulders. Take a deep breath. Smile, because your miracle is coming, and you are about to step into the best season of your life. Everything you have been through was preparing you for this moment. Every tear you cried was watering seeds that are about to produce a harvest. Every prayer you prayed was building momentum in the spiritual realm that is about to manifest in the natural. Every act of faith you demonstrated was activating supernatural forces on your behalf that are about to rearrange circumstances in your favor. Get ready. Prepare your heart. Position yourself, because I am about to do something so big, so powerful, so beyond what you could ask or imagine, that you are going to spend the rest of your life in awe of my goodness. I am about to show you what it means to be loved by a God who holds nothing back. I am about to demonstrate my power in ways that leave no room for doubt. I am about to open the floodgates of heaven over your life, and you are going to be overwhelmed by my blessing. And when it happens, when you are standing in the middle of the miracle, when you are surrounded by the evidence of my faithfulness, I want you to do something for me. I want you to remember this moment right now, when you were still waiting, when you were still believing, when you were still trusting me even though you could not see it yet. I want you to remember how you felt. I want you to remember the prayers you prayed. I want you to remember the faith you had to exercise, because that testimony is going to be powerful. That story is going to encourage someone else who is in the same position you are in right now. That experience is going to equip you to minister to people who need to know that I am still in the miracle-working business. So do not waste this season. Do not just endure it. Embrace it. Learn from it. Grow through it. Let it make you stronger. Let it deepen your faith. Let it increase your capacity to trust me. Let it purify your motives. Let it clarify your priorities. Let it prepare you for everything I have planned for you. Because the miracle is not just about getting what you have been praying for. It is about becoming who I created you to be. And that process, that transformation, that is the real miracle. I am with you. I am for you. I am working on your behalf. I am fighting your battles. I am making a way where there is no way. I am turning things around. I am lining things up. I am setting things in motion. And very soon, you are going to see it with your own eyes. You are going to witness my power. You are going to experience my goodness. You are going to testify to my faithfulness. And you are going to know beyond any shadow of doubt that I am exactly who I say I am. Your God, your Father, your provider, your protector, your healer, your deliverer, your waymaker, your miracle worker, your promise keeper, your faithful friend, the one who loves you more than you could ever comprehend, the one who is always with you, the one who will never leave you or forsake you, the one who has good plans for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Trust me, believe me, follow me, obey me, love me, and watch what I do. Watch how I move. Watch how I provide. Watch how I protect. Watch how I make all things work together for your good. Watch how I turn your mourning into dancing. Watch how I give you beauty for ashes. Watch how I restore everything the enemy stole. Watch how I multiply what you thought was lost. Watch how I redeem your story and use it for my glory. This is your season. This is your time. This is your moment. The miracle is coming. The blessing is being released. The breakthrough is happening. The victory is yours. The triumph is assured. The promise is being fulfilled. And you are about to walk into a dimension of favor and blessing and supernatural provision that is going to exceed your wildest expectations. So get ready. Prepare your heart. Open your hands. Expand your faith. Because I am about to pour out more than you have room to receive. I am about to do exceedingly abundantly above all you could ask or think. I am about to show you my glory. I am about to reveal my power. I'm about to demonstrate my love in ways that will mark you forever. You are so loved, so treasured, so valued, so important to me, and I cannot wait to show you just how much. The best is yet to come. The miracle is on the way. The blessing has your name on it, and nothing can stop what I have set in motion on your behalf. Let me tell you what I see when I look at your life right now. I see breakthrough positioned at your door. I see provision that has already been released from heaven and is traveling toward you at this very moment. I see relationships being divinely orchestrated. I see opportunities being prepared. I see obstacles being removed from your path before you even encounter them. I see enemies who plotted against you being confused and scattered. I see doors that were locked being supernaturally opened. I see walls that blocked your progress crumbling to dust. I see chains that held you back snapping and falling to the ground. I see prison doors swinging wide. I see you walking out of captivity and into freedom. I see you stepping out of lack and into abundance. I see you moving from barely surviving to absolutely thriving. And I need you to see it too. I need you to close your natural eyes and open your spiritual eyes and see what I see. Because faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You cannot just hope for the miracle. You have to believe for it. You have to see it in your spirit before you see it in your circumstance. You have to speak it with your mouth before you hold it in your hands. You have to thank me for it before it manifests. Because that is how my kingdom operates. That is how faith works. It calls things that are not as though they already are. It believes the promise before seeing the proof. It praises in advance for what has already been decreed in heaven, even if it has not yet appeared on earth. So I am asking you to do something that might feel uncomfortable. I am asking you to start thanking me for the miracle before it arrives. I am asking you to start praising me for the breakthrough before it happens. I am asking you to start testifying about my faithfulness before you see the evidence. Because when you do this, when you worship in the waiting, when you praise in the process, when you give thanks in advance, you are demonstrating a level of faith that moves my heart and activates my power in ways that ordinary prayer cannot. Think about it. Anyone can thank me after they receive what they prayed for. Anyone can praise me when the miracle manifests. Anyone can testify after the breakthrough happens. But it takes a different kind of believer to worship me in the wilderness, to praise me in the pit, to thank me in the trial, to declare my goodness when everything around them is screaming that I am not good, to proclaim my faithfulness when their circumstances are telling them I am not faithful, to announce their victory when they are still in the middle of the battle. That is the kind of faith that gets my attention. That is the kind of trust that releases my power. That is the kind of devotion that unlocks miracles. And you have that kind of faith. I have been building it in you through every test you have passed, through every trial you have endured, through every challenge you have overcome. You might not realize how strong your faith has become. You might not recognize how much you have grown. But I see it, and I am so proud of you. I am so pleased with you. Not because you are perfect, but because you have been faithful. Not because you never stumbled, but because you always got back up. Not because you never doubted, but because you chose to believe even when doubt whispered lies in your ear. You have walked through fire and you did not get burned. You have crossed through floods and you did not drown. You have faced giants and you did not run away. You have stood in storms and you did not fall. And every single one of those experiences was preparing you for this moment, for this season, for this miracle. Because what I am about to do in your life requires someone who has been tested and proven. Someone who has been through enough to appreciate what they are receiving. Someone who has suffered enough to handle success with humility. Someone who has lost enough to steward blessing with wisdom. And that someone is you. I am about to entrust you with resources, influence, and authority. But I need to know that you will not let it corrupt you. I need to know that you will not let success make you forget where you came from. I need to know that you will not let blessing make you arrogant toward those who are still struggling. I need to know that you will not let promotion make you look down on those who are still in the process. And the only way I could be sure of these things was to take you through the wilderness yourself, to let you experience what it feels like to be overlooked and underestimated, to let you know what it is like to pray and wait and trust when nothing is changing, to let you understand the pain of betrayal and the ache of loneliness and the weight of responsibility. Not because I enjoyed watching you suffer, but because I knew that the person you would become through that process was the person who could handle what I had planned for you. The wilderness was not punishment, it was preparation. The delay was not denial, it was development. The test was not to destroy you, it was to refine you. And now you are ready. Now you are positioned. Now you are prepared for everything I am about to release. But I want to be clear about something. The miracle I am sending your way is not just about you. It is about everyone your life touches. It is about your family who needs to see that serving me leads to blessing. It is about your children who need to see what faith looks like in action. It is about your friends who need to know that I am still performing miracles. It is about your co-workers who need to witness my power. It is about strangers you have not met yet who desperately need what I am about to put in your hands. You are not being blessed just so you can live comfortable. You are being blessed so you can be a conduit of my love and provision and power to others. This is why I keep emphasizing humility. This is why I keep warning you about pride, because the greatest danger you will face in this next season is not the enemy attacking you from the outside. It is you believing the lie that you somehow deserved what I gave you by grace. It is you starting to think that you earned this miracle instead of receiving it as a gift. It is you taking credit for what only I could do. And the moment you step into that trap, the moment you forget that every good and perfect gift comes from me, you disqualify yourself from receiving more. Pride is a trap that has destroyed countless people I blessed. I have watched promising servants become prideful celebrities. I have seen humble worshipers become arrogant performers. I have witnessed generous givers become greedy hoarders. And it breaks my heart every time, because they had so much potential. They could have done so much good. They could have blessed so many people. But they let success go to their head. They let blessing corrupt their heart. They let promotion inflate their ego. And they traded intimacy with me for applause from crowds. They traded authentic worship for staged performances. They traded genuine ministry for religious business. Do not make that mistake. Do not let the miracle become an idol. Do not let the blessing become your God. Do not let provision replace me as your source. I am not just the giver of good things. I am the good thing. I am not just your provider. I am your prize. I am not just your source. I am your satisfaction. And if you ever find yourself more excited about what I gave you than you are about me, you have crossed a dangerous line. So as this miracle unfolds, as this blessing manifests, as this breakthrough happens, keep your eyes on me. Keep your heart tender toward me. Keep your spirit humble before me. Let the blessing increase your gratitude, not your pride. Let the provision deepen your dependence on me, not your independence from me. Let the miracle magnify my glory, not your reputation. Because at the end of your life, when you stand before me and give an account for everything you did with what I gave you, the only thing that will matter is whether you used it for my kingdom or for your own. I am your shepherd. Do you know what that means? It means I lead you to green pastures where there is abundant provision. It means I guide you beside still waters where there is perfect peace. It means I restore your soul when you are weary and broken. It means I lead you in paths of righteousness for my name's sake. It means even when you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you do not have to fear any evil because I am with you. It means my rod and my staff, they comfort you. It means I prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies. It means I anoint your head with oil. It means your cup overflows. It means goodness and mercy follow you all the days of your life. And it means you will dwell in my house forever. This is what you have to look forward to. This is what I have promised you. Not just provision for today, but blessing for a lifetime. Not just breakthrough in this season, but favor that follows you into every season. Not just a miracle once, but supernatural intervention as a lifestyle. Not just answered prayer occasionally, but constant communion with me. Not just survival, but abundant life. Not just getting by, but overflowing with joy and peace and love. And it all starts with trusting me as your shepherd. Trusting me to lead you. Trusting me to provide for you. Trusting me to protect you. Trusting me to guide you. Trusting me to restore you. Trusting me to be everything you need. Because when you trust me completely, when you surrender to my leadership fully, when you follow my voice exclusively, I take responsibility for your life in ways that will astound you. I make sure you are fed. I make sure you are safe. I make sure you are whole. I make sure you are blessed. I make sure you lack nothing. But the moment you start trying to shepherd yourself, the moment you decide you know better than me where the green pastures are, the moment you wander away from my guidance to pursue your own ideas, you step out from under my protection and provision, and you will find yourself in places I never intended for you to be, facing dangers I never wanted you to encounter, experiencing lack that was never supposed to be part of your story. So stay close to me. Listen for my voice. Follow my leading. Trust my direction, even when it does not make sense. Even when everyone around you is telling you to go a different way. Even when your logic is screaming at you to take a different path. Trust me, because I see what you cannot see. I know what you do not know. I have already walked the path I'm asking you to follow, and I have already removed every trap and every danger and every obstacle that could hurt you. There is a story in my word about a woman named Hannah. She was barren and desperate for a child. She cried out to me with such intensity that the priest thought she was drunk. She made a vow that if I gave her a son, she would give him back to me for all the days of his life. And I heard her prayer. I saw her faith. I honored her sacrifice. And I gave her a son named Samuel, who became one of the greatest prophets in Israel's history. But here is what most people miss about that story. The miracle was not just that I gave Hannah a son. The miracle was that I gave her a son who would change a nation. The miracle was that I turned her personal pain into a platform for my purposes. The miracle was that I used what she surrendered to accomplish more than she could have ever imagined. And that is exactly what I am doing with you right now. The miracle I'm releasing is not just about meeting your needs. It is about positioning you to fulfill your purpose. It is about giving you resources that will allow you to advance my kingdom. It is about blessing you so abundantly that you become a blessing to everyone around you. It is about turning your testimony into a tool that brings hope to the hopeless and faith to the faithless. It is about using your story to demonstrate my power to a world that desperately needs to know I am real. So when the breakthrough comes, and it is coming, remember Hannah. Remember that the greatest miracles are the ones that go beyond you. The most powerful testimonies are the ones that point others to me. The most significant blessings are the ones you steward for my glory, instead of hoarding for your comfort. You are not being blessed just so you can have a better life. You are being blessed so you can give life to others. You are not receiving a miracle just so you can celebrate. You are receiving a miracle so others can believe. You are not being promoted just so you can enjoy a higher position. You are being promoted so you can lift others as you climb. This is the heart I am looking for. This is the mindset I need you to have. This is the attitude that qualifies you for even greater blessing. Because I do not just give to those who ask. I pour out abundance on those who can be trusted with abundance. I do not just answer the prayers of those who cry out. I fulfill the dreams of those who will use the fulfillment to build my kingdom. I do not just open doors for those who knock. I swing wide the gates of opportunity for those who will walk through with humility and use what is on the other side for my purposes. You are that person. You have proven it through your faithfulness in the wilderness. You have demonstrated it through your worship in the waiting. You have shown it through your trust in the trial. And now I am about to show you what happens when heaven backs someone who has been tested and proven faithful. I am about to demonstrate what I do for those who seek my face instead of just my hand. I am about to reveal the rewards that come to those who love me more than they love my blessings. Get ready for acceleration. Things that should take years are going to happen in months. Things that should take months are going to happen in weeks. Things that should take weeks are going to happen in days. I am about to speed up processes that normally move slowly. I am about to compress timelines that usually stretch out. I am about to accomplish in a moment what would typically require years of effort. Because when I decide it is time for your breakthrough, nothing can delay it. When I decree that your season has shifted, no force in heaven or earth can keep the old season in place. When I announce that your time has come, every obstacle falls away, and every door flies open, and every enemy retreats. This is what is happening right now. While you are reading these words, while you are receiving this message, while you are opening your heart to believe what I am telling you, things are shifting in the spiritual realm. Angels are being dispatched, resources are being released, relationships are being arranged, opportunities are being prepared, enemies are being scattered, obstacles are being removed, and very soon you are going to start seeing the evidence in the natural realm of what I have already accomplished in the spiritual realm. So do not be surprised when things start happening quickly. Do not be shocked when doors open that you did not even knock on. Do not be confused when provision shows up that you did not ask for. Do not question when opportunities present themselves that you did not seek. This is how I work when I move in power. This is what acceleration looks like. This is the evidence that I am behind what is happening. That this is not just coincidence or luck or good timing, but divine intervention orchestrated by a God who loves you and has plans for you that are beyond your wildest dreams. I am clearing the path ahead of you. Every person who stood in your way blocking your progress, I am moving them aside. Every circumstance that prevented you from moving forward, I am changing it. Every limitation that held you back, I am removing it. Every lie that kept you bound, I am exposing it. Every chain that restricted you, I am breaking it. Every door that was locked against you, I am opening it. Every opportunity that passed you by, I am bringing it back around. Every blessing that seemed to be for everyone else but you, I am redirecting it to your address. Watch what I do. Watch how I move. Watch how I rearrange circumstances. Watch how I reposition people. Watch how I redirect resources. Watch how I realign everything in your favor. You are about to see my hand at work in ways that leave no room for doubt. You are about to witness my power in ways that make you fall to your knees in worship. You are about to experience my goodness in ways that bring tears of gratitude streaming down your face. And when it happens, when you are standing in the middle of the miracle looking at the evidence of my faithfulness all around you, I want you to do something for me. I want you to tell everyone. I want you to shout it from the rooftops. I want you to post it everywhere. I want you to make sure every single person who knows you understands that this was me, that this was not your effort or your strategy or your networking or your talent, that this was supernatural intervention from a God who loves you and cares about every detail of your life, that this was divine providence orchestrated by a Father who delights in blessing his children, that this was a miracle performed by the same God who parted the Red Sea and brought water from a rock and made the sun stand still and raised the dead. Because your testimony is powerful. Your story has the potential to change lives. Your experience can build faith in others who are in the same place you were. And I want to use your breakthrough to create breakthrough for others. I want to use your miracle to inspire faith in people who have stopped believing. I want to use your blessing to remind my children that I am still in the business of doing impossible things for those who trust me. Do not be ashamed of what I have done for you. Do not downplay it. Do not minimize it. Do not act like it is not a big deal. It is a huge deal. It is evidence that I am real, and I am good, and I am faithful, and I love my children, and I keep my promises. And the world needs to see that evidence. The church needs to hear that testimony. Your family needs to witness that miracle. Your friends need to know that I answered your prayers. Because when they see what I did for you, it is going to give them hope that I will do it for them too. This is how my kingdom advances, not through programs and strategies and marketing campaigns, but through ordinary people who experience extraordinary miracles and then have the courage to tell everyone what I did. Through regular believers who encounter my power and then refuse to keep quiet about it. Through broken people who get healed and then testify about the healer. through desperate people who get delivered and then shout about the deliverer, through lost people who get found and then point others to the one who found them. You are about to become one of those people. You are about to have a testimony that cannot be denied. You are about to experience something so undeniably supernatural that even skeptics will have to acknowledge that I was involved. And when that happens, when your miracle becomes undeniable, when your breakthrough becomes obvious, when your blessing becomes visible, do not hide it. Do not minimize it. Do not act like it is no big deal. Celebrate it. Proclaim it. Testify about it. Give me glory for it. Point everyone who asks back to me, because this is not just about you. This is about everyone who needs to know that I am still performing miracles. This is about all the people who have stopped believing that I answer prayers. This is about the multitudes who think I am distant and uncaring and uninvolved in their daily lives. This is about a generation that desperately needs to see evidence that I am real. And I am going to use your story to provide that evidence. So get ready. Get your testimony ready. Get your praise ready. Get your worship ready. Because the miracle is coming. The breakthrough is imminent. The blessing is about to be released. And when it manifests, you are going to have a story to tell that will change lives and build faith and bring glory to my name. You are going to have a testimony that points people to me. You are going to have evidence of my goodness that no one can dispute. And you are going to spend the rest of your life telling everyone who will listen about what I did for you. I love you so much. More than words can express, more than you can comprehend, more than you have ever experienced from any human being. My love for you is perfect and pure and unconditional and eternal. It does not change based on your performance. It does not waver based on your behavior. It does not decrease when you fail. It does not increase when you succeed. It just is. Constant, steady, reliable, forever. And because I love you, I am about to demonstrate that love in ways that overwhelm you. I am about to show you what it means to be loved by a God who has infinite resources and unlimited power and perfect wisdom. I am about to prove to you that my love is not just words or feelings or theory. It is action. It is intervention. It is provision. It is protection. It is miracles. It is breakthrough. It is blessing beyond measure. Let me speak to the weariness you carry. I know you have been strong for so long. I know you have been holding everything together when you felt like you were falling apart. I know you have been the one everyone leans on when you desperately needed someone to lean on yourself. I know you have been giving and pouring out and serving and supporting when your own tank was running on empty. And I want you to know that I see it all. I see the strength it takes to smile when your heart is breaking. I see the courage it takes to keep going when you want to quit. I see the faith it takes to believe when everything around you suggests you should give up. And I am about to give you rest. Not just physical rest, though you need that too, but soul rest. The kind of rest that comes from knowing deep in your spirit that you do not have to carry everything anymore. The kind of rest that allows you to breathe deeply and sleep peacefully because you have finally surrendered the weight you were never meant to carry. The kind of rest that comes from trusting me so completely that anxiety and worry lose their power over you. This is the rest I promised. This is the peace that surpasses understanding. This is the joy that comes in the morning after a long night of weeping. You have been in a season of pressing, like grapes being crushed to produce wine, like olives being pressed to produce oil, like seeds being buried to produce harvest. It has been painful. It has been difficult. It has been lonely, but it has also been necessary. Because what I am producing in you through this process is more valuable than anything you could have obtained any other way. Character that can only be forged in the fire of trials. Faith that can only be developed in the darkness of uncertainty. Compassion that can only be cultivated through personal suffering. Wisdom that can only be gained through experience. Strength that can only be built by carrying heavy loads. And now the pressing season is coming to an end. The crushing is complete. The burial has served its purpose. And it is time for the harvest. It is time for the fruit. It is time for the manifestation of everything that was being developed underground where no one could see it. You are about to emerge from this season with treasures that can only be found in darkness, with insights that can only be gained through struggle, with authority that can only be earned through battle, with anointing that can only be received through brokenness. Do not despise the process you have walked through. Do not regret the pain you have endured. Do not wish you could go back and avoid the trials that shaped you, because without that process, you would not be ready for what I am about to release. Without that pressing, there would be no wine. Without that crushing, there would be no oil. Without that burial, there would be no harvest. The very things that felt like they were destroying you were actually preparing you. The very circumstances that seemed to be working against you were actually working for you. The very people who wounded you were actually strengthening you by forcing you to find your strength in me instead of in them. Now I want to talk to you about your family again, because I know they are heavy on your heart. I know you lie awake worrying about them. I know you carry burdens for them that they do not even know you are carrying. I know you pray for them more than you pray for yourself. I know you would trade places with them if you could take away their pain. And I love that about you. I love your heart for your family. I love your willingness to sacrifice for them. I love the way you intercede for them, but I need you to trust me with them. I love them even more than you do. I care about them even more than you care about them. I have better plans for them than you could ever dream up, and I am working in their lives even when you cannot see it. I am speaking to them even when they are not listening. I am pursuing them even when they are running from me. I am protecting them even when they are making dangerous choices. I am positioning them even when they are resisting my direction, because they are mine. They belong to me, and I do not give up on my children. So release them to me. Stop trying to control their choices. Stop trying to fix all their problems. Stop trying to shield them from every consequence. Let me be their God. Let me be their Father. Let me work in their lives in ways that you cannot. Trust me to reach them in ways that you never could. Believe that I am able to do far more in their hearts with one divine encounter than you could accomplish with a lifetime of nagging and worrying and trying to manage their lives. Your job is to love them. Your job is to pray for them. Your job is to be an example of what it looks like to walk with me. Your job is to point them to me, not make yourself their savior. And when you do your part, I will do mine. I will send divine appointments into their path. I will orchestrate circumstances that bring them to the end of themselves. I will surround them with people who speak truth into their lives. I will pursue them with my love until they have no choice but to respond. I will break through every wall they have built. I will soften every hardened place in their heart. I will open every blind eye. I will unseal every deaf ear. I will set every captive free. Watch what I do in your family. Watch how I move. Watch how I reach them. Watch how I draw them. Watch how I change them. Because the same power that is working in your life is working in theirs. The same grace that rescued you is reaching for them. The same love that transformed you is pursuing them. And they do not stand a chance against my relentless love. They cannot outrun my pursuing grace. They cannot hide from my omnipresent spirit. I will find them wherever they are and I will bring them home. And you are going to weep tears of joy when you see it happen. You are going to fall on your knees in worship when you witness the transformation. You are going to testify about my faithfulness for the rest of your life, because of what you are about to see me do in your family. Prodigals coming home, marriages being restored, addictions being broken, sickness being healed, depression lifting, anxiety dissolving, hope returning, faith rising, love flowing, peace reigning. This is what I'm about to do. This is the miracle you have been praying for. This is the breakthrough you have been believing for. And it is closer than you think. Let me also speak to your finances, because I know that has been a source of stress. I know you have been concerned about how you are going to make ends meet. I know there have been nights when you laid awake doing math in your head, trying to figure out how to stretch what you have to cover what you need. I know there have been bills that came due when you did not have the resources to pay them. I know there have been needs that arose and you had no idea how you were going to meet them. I know the pressure you have felt. I know the worry that has weighed on you. I know the fear that has haunted you. But I am your provider. I always have been, and I always will be. Every need you have ever had, I met it. Sometimes at the last minute, sometimes in ways you did not expect, sometimes through sources you did not anticipate. But you have never gone without what you truly needed, have you? I have always made a way. I have always provided. I have always come through. And I am not going to stop now. In fact, I am about to provide for you in ways that eliminate the stress and the worry and the fear. I am about to open up streams of income that flow consistently and abundantly. I am about to position you in places of financial blessing. I am about to connect you with people who can help you. I am about to give you ideas that generate resources. I am about to bless the work of your hands so that everything you touch prospers. I am about to break the cycle of lack that has followed your family. I am about to release the wealth that has been stored up for you. I am about to pour out blessings so abundant that you will not have room to contain it. But I need you to understand something. I am not doing this just so you can accumulate wealth for yourself. I am not blessing you financially just so you can buy bigger houses and nicer cars and more expensive things. I am entrusting you with resources so you can be a blessing to others, so you can meet needs, so you can give generously, so you can support my kingdom, so you can help the poor, so you can bless the widow and the orphan, so you can fund missions and ministries, so you can be my hands and feet in a world that desperately needs tangible expressions of my love. Money is a tool. It is not the goal. It is a means to an end, not the end itself. And when you understand that, when you steward financial blessing with a kingdom mindset, I can trust you with more. I can pour it out abundantly because I know you will not hoard it selfishly. I know you will not waste it foolishly. I know you will not use it to build monuments to yourself. I know you will invest it in things that matter, things that last, things that advance my kingdom and bless my people and bring glory to my name. So get ready to be financially blessed beyond what you have experienced before. But also get ready to be more generous than you have ever been. Get ready to give in ways that stretch your faith. Get ready to meet needs that break your heart. Get ready to be part of miracles in other people's lives. Because the provision I am releasing to you is not just for you. It is through you to others. You are the pipeline, not the reservoir. And the more you let flow through you, the more I will pour into you. Now I want to address something that may be uncomfortable but necessary. I need to talk to you about forgiveness. I know there are people who hurt you, people who betrayed you, people who lied about you, people who used you, people who abandoned you when you needed them most, people who broke promises, people who caused you pain that you are still carrying. And I know that every time you think about what they did, anger rises up inside you, or pain, or bitterness, or resentment. And you might think those feelings are justified. You might think you have every right to hold on to them. You might think they do not deserve your forgiveness, and you are right. They do not deserve it. But forgiveness is not about what they deserve. It is about what you deserve. You deserve to be free. You deserve to live without the weight of bitterness dragging you down. You deserve to move forward without the chains of unforgiveness holding you back. You deserve to experience joy without resentment poisoning it. You deserve peace without anger disrupting it. You deserve love without fear tainting it. And the only way to have all of that is to forgive. Forgiveness does not mean what they did was okay. It does not mean you have to trust them again. It does not mean you have to let them back into your life. It does not mean there should not be consequences for their actions. Forgiveness means you are releasing them from the debt they owe you and releasing yourself from the prison of bitterness. It means you are choosing freedom over bondage. It means you are deciding that your peace is more important than their punishment. It means you are trusting me to be the judge while you focus on being free. And I am asking you to forgive. Not for their sake, but for yours. Not because they earned it, but because you need it. Not because it is easy, but because it is necessary. Let it go, release it, Surrender it to me. Stop replaying what they did. Stop rehearsing what you wish you had said. Stop imagining scenarios where you get revenge. Stop waiting for them to apologize. Stop holding on to the pain as if it somehow gives you power. It does not. It only gives you poison. And I want you to be healed, not wounded. I want you to be free, not captive. I want you to be whole, not broken. When you forgive, you do not change the past, but you do change the future. You open the door for me to do something new in your life. You create space for blessing that could not flow while you were clogged with bitterness. You position yourself for breakthrough that was being blocked by unforgiveness. You align yourself with my heart in ways that release my power, because I forgave you for everything you ever did wrong. And when you forgive others, you are walking in the same grace that saved you. You are reflecting my character to a world that desperately needs to see it. You are demonstrating the gospel in the most powerful way possible. So will you do it? Will you forgive? Will you let go? Will you release the people who hurt you and trust me to handle them? Will you choose freedom over bitterness? Will you decide that your future is more important than their past offense? I am asking you to make that choice right now. Not because they deserve it, but because you do. You deserve to be free, and I want to set you free. But I cannot do it for you. You have to make the choice. You have to release them. You have to forgive. And when you do, you're going to feel something shift inside you. The weight you have been carrying is going to lift. The heaviness that has been pressing down on your chest is going to dissipate. The darkness that has been clouding your mind is going to clear. And you are going to breathe deeper than you have breathed in years. You are going to feel lighter than you have felt in a long time. You are going to experience freedom that you forgot was possible. And you are going to realize that forgiveness was not just a gift you gave to them. It was a gift you gave to yourself. I am so excited about what I am about to do in your life. I can hardly contain myself. If you could see from my perspective what I have planned for you, you would not sleep. You would not stop praising. You would not stop dancing. You would not stop celebrating, because it is so good, so big, so beyond anything you have imagined, and it is all about to unfold. Your breakthrough is not just coming. It is here. Your miracle is not on the way. It has arrived. Your blessing is not in the future. It is in the present. Everything I have been promising is now being released. Everything I have been preparing is now ready. Everything I have been planning is now unfolding. And you are going to look back on this moment and recognize it as the turning point. The moment when everything changed. The moment when the old season ended and the new season began. The moment when you stepped out of the wilderness and into the promised land. So lift your head, dry your tears, square your shoulders, set your face like flint, because you are not going backwards. You are moving forward. You are not staying stuck. You are breaking through. You are not remaining in lack. You are stepping into abundance. You are not staying broken. You are being made whole. You are not continuing in bondage. You are walking in freedom. Everything is changing. Everything is shifting. Everything is turning around. And it is happening right now. Amen. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear these words. Type Amen in the comments to receive this blessing. God has spoken directly to you, and His promises are true. The miracle you have been waiting for is closer than you think. Keep believing, keep trusting, and keep your eyes on Him. Your breakthrough is not just possible, it is inevitable, because God has already decreed it in heaven. Walk forward in faith, knowing that you serve a God who keeps every single promise He makes. He loves you more than you could ever comprehend, and He is about to prove it in ways that will leave you speechless. This is your season. This is your time. Receive it with gratitude and walk into everything He has prepared for you.